Book of Heaven, Volume 11, March 16, 1913. Prayer without fervor. In the divine will, ice is more ardent than fire, the nourishment of souls who do God's will. I will write some little things that blessed Jesus told me in these past few days. I remember that, though feeling indifferent and cold, I was doing what I usually do, and I thought to myself, who knows how much more glory I gave to our Lord when I felt the opposite of how I feel today. And blessed Jesus told me,
"My daughter, when the soul prays with fervor, it is incense with smoke. On the other hand, when she prays feeling cold, but without having allowed anything extraneous to me to enter into herself, it is incense without smoke. Both of them are pleasing to me, but the incense without smoke pleases me more, because smoke always causes some bother to the eyes."
As I was feeling the same way, lovable Jesus told me,
"My daughter, ice in my will is more ardent than fire. What would impress you the most, to see that ice has the virtue of burning and destroying anything that may touch it, or to see fire turning things into fire? Certainly the ice. Ah, my daughter, in my will things change their nature. So ice in my will has the virtue of destroying anything that is not worthy of my sanctity, and renders the soul pure, clear, and holy, according to my liking, not according to her liking. This is the blindness of creatures, and also of those who are said to be good, in feeling cold, miserable, weak, oppressed, and so on. And the more they feel bad, the more they huddle within their will, weaving their own maze with which to wrap themselves even more within their evils, instead of making a jump into my will, in which they would find the coldness fire, the misery wealth, the weakness strength, the oppression joy. I make them feel so bad on purpose, in order to give them in my will the opposite of the evils they have. But creatures, not wanting to understand this once and for all, render vain my designs upon them. What blindness! What blindness!"
Another day Jesus told me,
"My daughter, take a look at how one who does my will nourishes herself."
At that moment I saw a sun spreading innumerable rays. It was so very bright that our sun seemed to be just a shadow, and a few souls, immersed in this light, suckling with their mouths from these rays as if they were breasts. These souls were as strange to anything else as if they were doing nothing. But while it seemed that they were doing nothing, from them came the whole of the divine operating. My always lovable Jesus added,
"Have you seen the happiness of the ones who do my will, and how from them only comes the repetition of my works? One who does my will nourishes herself with light, that is, with me, and while she does nothing, she does everything. So she can be certain that whatever she thinks, does, and says is the effect of the food which she takes, that is, everything is the fruit of my will."